This is for you guys wondering how I style my hair. Always upside down and then right side up. Cue the fire. This is how this, it's hot down here. It's always a little more comfortable when it's in the back end, but I am coming to show you we are in a recession. We have to be. This is impossible. I'm going to show you the charts that are going to blow your mind. Actually, my question is, are we going into a depression? And this is honestly, I'm like, here, look in the past. Do you see? So right now, banks have completely stopped lending, 100%. Good luck. You want to get a loan? Nothing. In 14 days, 105 trillion. And maybe right now 110 billion, 120 billion. This is you guys withdrawing cash. So banks aren't lending. You guys are withdrawing cash like never seen before. And our government right now is about, I mean, we're at the beginning of the year. Are we at the middle? 1.1 trillion over budget, under budget. And it's never the bad side. It's the side where we spend more than we take in. But guys, this is a shat show. The market is like, oh, it's okay. We're fine here. Which I know I've been saying forever, probably 3 years, 2 years, that the markets will front run the Fed. This doesn't really feel like a front run. You guys should have been running a lot harder, but you're losing steam. It's kind of like trying to figure out what came first, the recession, depression, or the Fed. I know I've shared this with you before, but it just boggles my mind when I look at this and I see stock markets still go higher. U.S. bank lending slumps by most on record. Lending, which is the economy, slumps most on record. 105 loans in commercial banks decline nearly 105 billion, 110 billion, 120 billion. Deposits at banks decreased for a 10th straight week, 11th straight week, 12th straight week. I mean, look at the money just disappearing out of the market. This is, and the gray lines, you're going to learn about gray lines in this video. I got a lot of them for you. This is recession when you see that, okay? Recession, yeah, no gray line yet. And the Fed is still tightening, and I stole this from Nick. I like, he makes his charts, goes to the Fred and gets it all nice and pretty. This has only happened 4 previous times in the last 150 years. So when I'm telling you it's going to get really, really bad, you don't even know yet. Each time a depression with double-digit unemployment rates follows. Let me say this again. When this looks like Nick's chart, this is Great Depression. This is 1921 depression. This is Panic of 1893 depression, 1870 depression. And this is still going. It's still on the move. Here, I'll take the liberty of helping Nick's chart out a little bit. Guys, I got more, which I'll show you in a second. But even when the IMF comes in, which IMF stands for IMA, like in the F word, I'm a, fire trucked, right? IMF cuts GDP forecast, says global economy heading for the weakest growth since 1990, 1970, 60, 50. 1920s. Yes, bravo, but Bitcoin went up today. Even Warren Buffett is telling you it's going to get bad. Come on, you guys. Hold on. Again, I'm going to show you some charts. Mind-blowing. Warren Buffett, banking crisis. But it's all over. We're done. Warren knows it. This is in a tightening cycle. Still, they're not letting up. Warren Buffett says, we're not through with bank failures. And you see the money going poof. And at the same time, government go burr. Look at this. U.S. budget deficit widens to 1.1 trillion in fiscal half year. I say just why not go out with a bang? Interest, health costs, student loan forgiveness, housing payments forgiven. Hell, we'll even forget that you're on your 3rd marriage. You could start over again. And the child support and alimony doesn't exist. I mean, you're fresher than Madonna's virgin. Yes, you can wear white to your next wedding because it's your first. Everything doesn't exist. But I know a lot of you go by the you reap what you sow. If you took out a loan, you gotta pay for it. If you did something naughty, your wife's gonna find out about it probably before you even do it. She's that good. But you guys are withdrawing cash. Yes, Bank of America clients withdraw $2.3 billion from U.S. securities. Huh? Because you know what's going to happen, don't you? I mean, we think we do until market go higher. Okay, I'll tell you where it's not. Although the note failed to highlight the reasons with the withdrawal, data compiled by Bank of America shows clients sold both single stocks and ETFs. Yes, for the 2nd consecutive week. And I like hearing that. It's just the hedge funds are going to screw everything up because they're all on one side of this teeter-totter. They're all shorting this thing. They might be right again. Usually they're always wrong. I'm just hoping that retail doesn't get like a feather up their booty. If that's in, if you're into that kind of stuff, you probably keep it on the outside. But you're like, let's go long, right? Sure, squeeze the hedge funds, market rips higher, all-time highs. All I have to say on that one is you do not want to see the all-time lows. Maybe I will show you how low it can go. And I'm back up on that short, the whole buck 07 on that SPY. It's just a share to show you this is where you buy, this is where you sell, this is where you short, this is where you buy. This right here is United States ISM Purchasing Managers Index, also known as PMI. If you cross underneath that red line, recession, it's like guaranteed. I'll turn on recession so you can see them. And you can actually, it's the green ones. You can turn it on in Trading View. That is the application that I use. So this is what we just went through. When they're like, lockdown, no one, and then here, 10 trillion, whoo! Well, now we have to pay the price again. So here it is, 07, 08. Not so pretty, right? Not so pretty. All the way back to the 90s. Let's go all the way back to the dinosaur. Pretty much 1930s. 1940s, recession. So you guys see it, just that you cross that little red line, it's going to get nasty. And we're still in a tightening cycle. That's what the Fed just said. No one just to let you know a little bit about Jerome. FOC minutes show staff expect a mild recession. Oh, they snuck that in there. Guys, we're not just going to have a mild recession. That's them being nice. All members backed continued quantitative tightening, 25 more, baby. And I say you guys better be off of this island that you've created. You better have your own island, because when this thing burns, it's going to burn, and you're starting to feel it, even the Fed. We have a problem. Wage growth is actually crashing. Oh, you're not making enough. You can't keep up. Well, they do have a solution. They'll just drop another 10 trillion on you and raise your taxes through the roof, which you're feeling. But actually, what you feel first is that darn inflation thing. But then you go back to the drawing board of it's really horrific. But also, if you are in the stock market, let me show you what's going to be horrific. PMI usually front runs. It'll tell you what's going to happen. This is the blue line. I have two lines, and you can add it. The light blue one, that's your S&P 500, SPX. Okay, the blue one's your PMI. See, dumps, and the market follows. Dumps, goes up. Blue line, okay, it's still going down. S&P is like, nah, I got you. Market only go up. So let's come over to what's currently happening today. This is called a negative divergence, okay? So when you see market go up, PMI go down, well, one of them's gonna win. I mean, even if I go back to 2006, 2007, you see the blue one, S&P 500, it's still like, no, we got this, son. We're gonna go even higher. PMI is like, no, you're really not. And then the market wakes up, and then the market wakes up. But I mean, look at that. With all, actually, S&P 500 started to kind of wake up after it crossed that red line. Okay, not so much front running. We can go back all the way to the Great Depression. But sometimes, this is 2000. You see the market's like, no, we got this, right? Very confusing to be in that market and then crash. Even though PMI, PMI heading lower. Market's like, nah, I think we go higher. Well, you go higher until you go a whole lot lower. Here's the 90s, same thing, one after another. Follow the leader. Back in the 80s, okay, the market's like, yeah, all right, we won't try to front run or anything like that. We'll follow you. And the same goes with the good old 70s. Good music. Actually, 60s, 70s, 80s. I'm skipping over to 90s. Papa Bravo, no like 90s. Sorry, I know some of you guys, you have your groups. I mean, wasn't that Nickelback the 90s, if I can recall? Me wanting to dive out of a window. Now rolling back to summer of 69. All right, so there's your 1969 all the way down. Just follow that PMI. And coming back to today again, just so you can see, like, oh, oh, what the hell's going on? Right? What are you doing here? Yeah? Okay. Now you know why Bravo has a short. Also, if you are interested, even when markets don't make sense, but it makes sense to you because you know how to trade the charts and you know what the future is going to be, 60% off, link in the description. Start with my swing trading one, and then that's all my courses, 60% off. Then go to my bear market, and then if you want to dabble into crypto or starting your own business, or you could just do the whole kit and caboodle for $199, 4 payments. You get everything in my noggin. Well, except for like some of the crazy things. You know, when you wake up from a dream, you're like, I really can't share that with anyone. Also, do you ever find that when you try to explain a very simple dream to someone and you're like, this shouldn't take this long to explain? Well, that's because it's important for you to also include, okay, so I was upside down. A gorilla was holding me by the left leg and I was naked inside the classroom. And then you just have to forget it. I never mind. Oh, also because I did mention the crypto course. Yep, got it. I got it all too. And I told you I'd eat the big poop sandwich on that one, because I mean, if you found support, this little green box goes back about 5 years, and I'm actually based on the conditions. I was really surprised that it made it into my little goalie box. And so yesterday I ate a poop sandwich, but yeah, it looks like you're getting a pullback. But hey guys, for you Bitcoin fans, which I am one of them, you find support here, okay, and you bounce and you head higher, those low levels are gone. Now, I don't think so, but I'm not a shortened man on the corn, but that would be a spot that you would definitely find resistance. Just like on the S&P 500, I said it's going to find resistance on that white line, and it did. And I've been swing trading this as much as the MACDs offer it to me on this. Also, if you want to know, because I take my major indices with you guys, major indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, the things that make people happy, maybe the bond market, a little TLT, but my daily stuff, my plays that are bear, down, bull, up, those I have watch lists. If you are interested, one's 20, the other one's 30. The bear market's at 20. That one has to go to 30, maybe this week. So you're thinking about, ooh, and it'll never go down. That is it. And you could learn how to make money going down. I think I'm like 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 on S&P 500. I mean, it's pretty simple. Just major indices. You go up and then you go down and then you go up, and guess what comes next? And I think on the last few, it was like I bought it here, ran up, made money, shorted it, or I don't know if I did, down, bought it here, all right, made money, ran up, shorted it. But I did say, if we find, let me turn off my auto so I can pull it down. I did say, if we come out of this, Johnny Bravo's white line, if we come out of this, find support and head higher, okay, never mind. Also, if you're in my swing trading course, you're getting ready to close your position on that run. I closed it here. I already took my profits. I made money. You have to wait until it gets a full close. I know. But you're like, but I know which way it's gonna go. Yes, I understand. I know you guys email me. This is just when you've done it for as long as I have, you kind of get those feelings. As you know, I am uber bearish. Kind of. So I like to take I want to make money, okay, and then take it off. I mean, when we get into under the 200 again, all right, I'll let those things roll. It's like, come on, baby, keep it going. But not like an investor where we'll just buy and hold. At some point, someone will take these bags from me. Maybe in 30 years. Who knows? 40 years? I don't know. This is bad. These charts are saying this is really bad, and there's no way to fix it except to make it more worser, which that's the way a government fixes things. But even like a billionaire investor who predicted the '08 crisis, I mean, who didn't? Come on, you're not that smart. I mean, he's smart. And the post, yes, yeah, come on, we know these things. You see the vid inflation? Here's 10 trillion. I wonder if this will cause inflation. Spike sees significant recession risk. Me too. And a prolonged period of low asset returns. But that is okay if it is a low asset return, because you're clicking the button and you click sell And you're like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm still making money there, Bob. I mean, I'm actually kind of excited that you guys pushed me to do like a watch list so I can document my trades and go, hey, I called SIVB and I said short it at above $301 and now it's 0. And that was in February when I said this bank thing is going to get really bad. I think I'm going to make some money under the 200. And for those of you, there's only been one comment. The guy's like, you're really milking that SIVB short. I'm like, yeah, that's like the prom queen. Oh yeah, I'm going to nail it, take a picture of it. Wait, I got that backwards. I'm going to take a picture of it and then I'm going to nail it to my wall. I'll tell you that SIVB prom queen is not aging well. Oh, and you want to know what else is not aging well? That would be your confidence in everything from the housing market to the stock market to every market. Consumer confidence in housing market remains near historic lows. That's how bad it is. Because you could see, we looked at our history. We hit the iceberg, okay? This boat is going down. Also, cue the fire. I know a lot of you guys are going to be in denial. A lot of you are in denial. I just don't want that to happen. Like, that's why I sold my house, all right? And I cashed it in California because I could see what's coming. Now, most people are just like, no, it's fine. Market always goes higher. Housing market always goes higher. Stock market always goes higher. Well, until it doesn't. So you just know based on recency bias on what you've experienced. But I mean, look at the Nikkei. The Nikkei still, this is when you were listening to Duran Duran. That was 1988. They're still not even there yet. And I would just hate for you guys to, have to wait 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years. Which I mean, you can do if you're a cartoon character. Because I have time. I like nothing. Don't age, nothing. I will forever look exactly the same. Me and Skylar, right, Skylar?
That's right, boss. We never age because you and I, we will just drink our Red Bulls together and never get older. We'll be like Peter Pan.
Yes, Skylar, just like Peter Pan. Oh my gosh, you waited to the end to do the likes and subscribes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and hope you I know you appreciate me because you wouldn't be here listening to my nonsense telling you, are you sure you want to hold the bag or you want to make some money up, make some money down? Just do absolutely nothing. The choice is yours. Which it's nice that you actually have a choice. I don't have a choice. I got to film every single day just for you. And I'll see you tomorrow.